screw ups, making it snappy.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Snappy. You're on with Ton,
And Mon.
and we have another guest with us today. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Maia and I'm a writer.
Woo!
All
Welcome to the
right.
show.
That's
Super,
it.
super excited to have you. So, as we
Thank you for having
explained
me.
in the, of course, thank you for
Mhm.
being here. So, as we explained in the backstage, so how this will work, we'll have a 10-minute timer. We'll just let the convo go wherever. There's no scripted questions, literally just the top of our heads, and then bahala na where the convo goes. And then anything that's said or left unsaid in the 10 minutes, just leave it as is. But if there's something that you wanna make seeing it in the end, we'll let you like say it. And then okay. 10-minute timer is ready.
Yes.
And 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so where did this love for writing come from? I mean, your job is kind of centered around like
Yeah.
that. How did this
Um,
come to be?
Interesting story, no. I had no background in writing at all, didn't take classes, didn't think I'd be a writer. How it started was when I was a fresh grad, I was like, okay, so I graduated in May 2017, and I was like, okay, I'll probably work by October because I want to have a break and all. Then my friends started working, and I was like, oh no, who am I gonna talk to? Like everyone's always busy, so I was just like, yeah, I'm not in a rush, whatever. And then those Facebook groups like jobs and internships.
Oh
So
yes, we
Yeah.
are.
We're a
a
part
friend
of
of
those too.
mine, a friend of mine posted um for this lifestyle and travel online website that my mom used to use as I was growing up. So I was like, oh, hey, I know that. She works there pala. I didn't know. And then it said something like, do you love to travel? Do you like to tell stories? No experience needed. So I was just like, I haven't applied for a job. Why not? So I tried. And then they messaged me for interviews, sent me a writing test. And I was just like, I enjoyed English in school naman. Like, I think it was my best subject. I graduated with a degree in communication. Baka kaya. So I tried. I went for it. I tried it out. And fortunately, I got the job. And that's where I learned. Like, I was in a small team. Like, it was a small team, but there were other writers there, a lot more experienced than I was, older than I was. So, like, they really taught me like from zero. I knew nothing. So yeah, I think just growing up, I was just reading a lot. That's my only contribution really. But yeah, like my teammates were super supportive. It's a really good environment for me to learn. But I did have a phase around maybe a year and a half into the job when I was like, I don't want to write anymore. Like it's all words. If I don't get to write it down, it's like all in my head. It's so noisy. I don't like
Yeah,
it. Give me
me
something
too.
else to do. And I feel like at that time, my boss was like, huh, are you sure? Because before you said you really wanted to do this, and like, why the sudden change? So I don't know. He talked to me, and eventually I was like, you know what? No, I want to stick to it. I like what I'm doing. Do I really? I'm not sure. But anyway, like I stuck with it. They gave me other jobs on the side to do. Like I ventured a little bit into PR, had some marketing stuff also, had to look into data, market research. And I was like, I don't have to be writing like all my work hours. I'm super okay doing other things, but you can't not make me write. It's like for me, like I think it's what I'm good at. It's where I can get better. It's what I know how to do. And more often than not, I enjoy it naman. Like, with all honesty, I do. So yeah, I don't know. Did that
Yeah.
answer your question?
Of course, yeah. Super.
Definitely. I love what you mentioned about like being in an environment where people kind of helped you out since you didn't really have experience nga back then. So that's really really important, diba? Like when you also mentioned nga reading, diba? Na reading nga lang yung parang naging like close like
Yun lang
sentence
yung
to
ano ko.
writing. Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think that's actually very good start. No, I mean, I used to read a lot too, and I got really interested in like just like writing also for a bit. Si Ton nga, like he also like wrote books, diba, during the pandemic.
You love.
I
Going
kind
to
of
plug that.
gave you the alley oop to share it, So ayun. And yeah, but writing's like really, amazing in the sense of being able to tell any stories, diba? Well, it doesn't have to be like fictional writing din naman, even if it's like yung mga like news writing and all
Yeah.
that. Being able to convey like a story through words, diba, is very impactful and powerful also, diba? So yeah, I mean, like, can I ask like which like company ba, or like are you writing for, or what's like the setup? Something.
Well, when I started, I was with Deal Grocer, so it's a
Mhm.
like a services deal site, but they're also sister companies with Beauty MNL, so I got to write for them also, which is
Mhm.
why I would say talaga that my background is really lifestyle beauty. And
Oh,
then
okay.
when I left there, I started freelancing. Most of my clients naman fell into the fitness space. So I kind of
Mhm.
got into that towards the end of my time with Beauty MNL. Like I I started working out, and then I met people in the industry, and I was like, hey, you know what? Like I think this is something I want to do. So yeah, like they were able to connect me with some of their clients, then I was able to find some of my own also. Former co-workers who work in like the health and fitness space are also like, oh, we need a contributor, do you want to help out? So I'm like, yeah, sure. So that's kind of what kickstarted my freelance career, I guess. Um, it really came from networking with my former office mates. And one thing that I also do, which isn't really related to health and fitness, is I write for Young Star. So it's the youth column of the Philippine Star. And I tell a lot of my friends this, that it's one of my favorite jobs. I mean,
Mhm.
it's really at a do at your own time kind of thing. Like we're not forced to pitch stories, we're not forced to write. So how it goes is that every month, the editor, she sends us emails to say that, okay, this is this month's theme, feel free to pitch outside of topic, or if there's something you want to write about with regard to this, just go and send it over. And then yun, so since I started, I think I pitched to her every month just because I enjoy it. Like I really enjoy it. It's where I have most creative freedom. Sometimes, I'll talk about like really random light things. And then other times it's like, no, I feel really strongly about like gender biases at work. I want to
Mhm.
write about it. Or like, oh, some of my friends are teachers. They teach preschool kids. It's so hard siguro to be a teacher at this time when you have to work online and stuff. Like, how do they do it? Kaya can I write something about it? So a lot of times it's like what I feel in the moment, but it's really like a way, like for me, that kind of writing is a way for me to really like process my thoughts
Mhm. Yeah.
properly. Because like, if I talk about it with someone, like I never know where it's gonna go, but at least when I put it on paper, well, on Google Docs, it's like I'm really trying to explore all the possible like avenues, or like the possible like connections I can form within my thoughts. And like at the end, I always come to something na parang, oh, kaya pala, like that's why I've been thinking about it. Like, for example, with the teachers thing, like I'm not a teacher. I didn't have to do college online. So how does this affect me? But then in the end, you realize na parang, yeah, sorry, it's going like really deep right away
No,
now,
no,
but
no.
you
Yeah.
realize
Mhm.
like these kids growing up now don't have the same opportunities that we did. Now we got to go to the classroom, we got to form like friendships there. So it kind of makes you wonder like, where's that gonna go, like when they get older, no, how is it gonna be for them? So yeah, I think, and also because some of these teachers are actually like, people our age now, they're our friends. So like, how are they helping shape the future? And yeah, these are things I don't think about every day, but when I really sit down and like, try to put it all on paper, it's just like, wow, like everyone's really doing something to like help fix something else. I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
like, how
cool.
did we get there?
Really
Okay.
nice
Parang
talaga.
it's a good stimulation then, no, to
Yeah.
kind of like, ayun, really put into paper nga yung mga thoughts mo. And in the end, you realize these like things nga about the certain topics and all that. And for sure, like yung mga readers and all that, they um appreciate nga yung mga, like your sentiments nga towards the topic, and were inspired also to maybe share their own opinions also and all that. So
Yeah, or like my hope is that, some of them like resonate with it, Ren, and feel the
Mhm.
same. And they're like, oh, hey, it's not just me.
yeah, writing connects people. So,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
mhm.
Yeah, I was telling Mon kanina because I read some of your articles in your portfolio.
Oh,
You're a very good writer.
wow.
Like,
Thank you. Thank you.
and I think it's so nice that you convey other people's stories in your own article. So when I was reading it, there's so many different viewpoints that you were able to get into one single article. And the topics that you write about were so timely, especially for COVID. Like
Mhm.
Yeah.
I read the one about how people had to put their dreams on hold, which is super
Yeah.
relatable for us.
Those,
Mm.
I felt the frustration for those, especially because like they're really good friends of mine. So
Mhm.
it
Yeah,
was kind of
it's
a
really
touchy. I won't say na lang who from there, but I felt so bad when one of my friends was making cuento because I sent her the questions just over chat, and she was like, "Do you mind if I voice note my answers?" I was like, "Yeah, go ahead." And I could really like hear her voice, like it was shaking, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I didn't mean to," but I mean, I'm really happy that she shared her story because yun nga, like what you said, you can relate to it also, but like I kind of felt bad that she had to go through it again, like telling it to me, but hopefully like through that we're able to help other people see that hey, it's okay. And what I didn't get to write about because it just finished is that that friend of mine finally like got to go and continue what she had to put on hold. And
hey, good for her.
yeah, like success story talaga. It was a success story in the making, is
Mm.
what I want to
Great.
say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So please
Yeah.
do continue writing, honestly. Like it's very captivating, like the
Thank
style
you.
that you
Thank
Yeah.
you. Aw.
Mm.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, we passed the 10-minute mark, but we cannot end without asking you this question that we ask all of our guests. Pick a number between 1 to 30.
6.
6.
Number 6. Okay. So what we did is we have 30 questions that me and Mon randomly like wrote. It's really random talaga.
Yeah.
And then we just have corresponding. Okay, so number 6 is, oh wow, it's so timely because it's Holy Week. Okay. So if Easter egg hunts were still cool for adults, if they were still cool for like people our age, what would you want to be inside the eggs that you would find? Like whether it's candy or cash or like
Ooh, a one way, like a pass to meet Taylor Swift.
oh, that'd be dope.
Oh.
I don't know why. That's pretty cool though.
Yung
That
VIP,
was so
ano,
fast. Like
the
I didn't have to
VIP.
think about it. It's just like
Mm.
Taylor Swift, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
That's
solid. For every egg you
okay.
find, you
So
get like different passes for like different concerts.
concerts. That's so
Oh,
Dio.
or
What kind of
like
egg hunt naman is
Taylor
that?
Swift's apartment.
Oh,
Bake
that's
sale
sick.
Oh,
ng cookies. Yung
that's
ganun.
a game
Bonding.
changer.
Yeah.
Mm.
Take note, Easter Bunny. Okay.
That's cool. I like that answer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
pretty
I
cool.
didn't
That was
expect
so
it.
random.
I
I'm
didn't
so
expect
sorry.
it
I
to be
really love
something
her
like
so
that.
much.
Yeah, Taylor Swift's really grown on all of us, I think. Even the non. I'm not really a fan of her, but I started listening to her
Yeah,
stuff.
My writing is heavily influenced.
Okay, that makes a
oh,
lot of
that's cool.
sense.
That's
That
cool.
makes a lot of
Mm.
sense. Kaya pala daming Taylor Swift sa breakup playlist. I was
Hindi
like,
na ako
there's a
yan.
lot.
That didn't come from me na. That didn't come from me na. Crowdsourced
Mm.
yun.
Kasi part of music is writing too. Diba?
Yeah. And
Lyrics
she's
and all
like,
that.
no, but she's a really great writer.
Mm.
Yes.
Dope. Dope.
Okay, so is there anything that you would like to plug? Any socials?
I'm shy. No, it's
I mean, you're here already. It's too late to be shy.
I thought it was just about writing.
No, anything you
Yeah,
want to
I
plug.
mean, yeah, you saw my work, so they're just on my Instagram. link in bio. So that's Maia Marquez with 3 Z's.
Okay.
All right, we will plug that. We will put it in the description naman of the Spotify and of our YouTube. It's gonna be out on YouTube and Spotify. So there's really no more room to be scared of anything. It's too late.
Yeah, wala na. Tapos na.
Wala na, it's over.
We passed
Yeah.
the 10 minutes na. I didn't feel like it didn't feel like 10 minutes at all.
Exactly.
True,
That's
diba?
that's the Delix
I hope,
part.
I hope you guys didn't get bored either.
No, we
Oh,
were
no.
so I was
For
like, should I stop the timer and then just not say
Eh
anything
nga,
for
I
like
wanted it
2
to be a
minutes?
full-length episode eh.
No, but that's always how we feel. And the purpose of this 10-minute thing is also to give our guests the potential to come back. So
Come back.
if you'd ever
Yeah.
want to talk about anything else or you want to continue this, we have other podcasts
mean,
that like
If you
perfect.
guys want me back, go lang. You know naman
Everyone
where-
comment in the description in the comments if you want to see her
In the
come back
description.
to another
Wala, tas
episode.
wala pala. Sorry.
No,
Wala
No,
but
we
for
pala.
got
sure.
you. We got
For
you.
sure.
No.
We're sure we'll have you back. We'll find another topic to talk about. Whether it's just about like writing in general. Because yeah, we're both amateur writers also. It's pretty fun. It's a pretty fun hobby. But thank you so much for being here with us. And
Thank
please
you
do
for having
continue to write because you're
Yes.
changing the game with
Thank you
what
so
you're
much.
doing.
Thank
Good
you
work.
course.
Yeah.
All right.
guys.
This has
Fun.
This was really fun. Yes. And this has been another extended timed Snappy. Thanks everyone who's watching. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
Thank you.